What's up, you guys? So I am tired of jump starting my motorcycle with my lawnmower battery, so it's time for a new battery. The other battery had threaded terminals, and this guy comes with craziness. And you can tell that the instructions they include in there are absolutely detailed. Oh, whatever. I don't even know. So this is going to be fun. Anyway, new battery. And I picked up this guy. It's from the parts store on clearance, because they were switching brands. And it comes with alligator clippies and a hardwire unit you just leave on the bike so you can plug her in whenever you get back into the garage. That's the route I'm going to be going, because it would be stupid not to. You don't even need those. Those are done. And the baffles. So according to a YouTube video I watched, a couple metal hole saw bits, the guy combined them, and this is supposed to ride on the outside of the baffle itself and act as a guide for your outside cut. Holds it straight, keeps it from wandering around all crazy. So we're going to try that. Worst case scenario, I completely mess up my exhaust, but whatever. So we're going to try that. I got to figure out this battery first, get it in there, and try to figure these out, I guess. That seems fun. So I'll start there. So this battery tender wire comes pre-fused. I'm gonna just assume that's a good fuse and wire this up. So, yep. Those little slip-in nuts are loose in there, are the absolute worst design ever. So I gotta figure something out to get these in place so I can screw that down. So my solution that I came up with, which is awesome, is jam some nails in there to hold them things steady. And I'll get her screwed down and pull those nails up. We'll be good to go. Yeah, that worked out. That's good. Alright, so I got those in, nails out. Battery to the wire, just tucked up in here. It's just not dangle. I like it like that. Ooh, we got juice. Alright, so now that we got the battery and tender cable hooked up over there, I'm going to assemble these guys right here to drill the baffles out. And yeah, see if we can do that without hurting ourselves. According to certain people online, you take 1.5 inch metal, a 3-inch metal, and you combine these two guys. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Oh. Screw that into the 3. And then we screw the, drop that down in there, hook it up to the remaining half a thread, because that's not dangerous at all. Yeah. So what this is supposed to do is ride on the outside of the baffle itself, which gives a guide for the position of this and allows you to have a nice clean cut without this doing whatever it wants. So let me get this snug down. Probably don't need that on there, but it just makes it look that much more dangerous. So I'm gonna leave it, you know, just because. And find a wrench and a beer. Luggage. Love this thing. $62 on eBay. I added this LED tail light. It's got a piece of angle iron behind it. Right there, that guy. This thing sits nice. It looks good with a seat on it. Wife loves it. It's enough room for 2 helmets. I got my helmet, leathers, jacket, gloves. I'm loaded right here. And of course the tool storage stuff. I got the wiring for this guy for my light. Ran up into here through that good looking stuff because I'm professional. And it's wired into the brake light system up here. So I didn't have to mess with any of the goodness back up here under the fender, because that's just a pain in the ass. But yeah, these are sweet. $62. I added some seal around the inside lip to help waterproof it. Yeah, you know, she cleans up nice. Anyway, the last adventure, I did that. That crazy. You see in there? Anybody ever actually looked in there? Anyway, I used a railroad spike or a horseshoe spike, 24 inches. Sledgehammered that baby straight in there. Just no practice swings, just gave her hell. And then a bunch of drill bits. Because I like that machine gun look. That old Turin look. Yeah. But I'm gonna see if this works. Hopefully that guy wasn't messing around, telling lies. Ooh, it seems to fit. Yeah. All right, let's see what happens. You know, when you try to show somebody something, you got to make sure that your batteries are as dead as possible. That's really the only way to do it. All right, let's try this again. As you can see, 1.5 inches, it's already working its way around the perimeter of the baffle itself. Once that gets through, it'll start working on the outer diameter there. Let's do this. Get it. Well, are you kidding me? Well, that's just craziness. All right. Find a different solution there. Corded. That's that. Don't care if you catch something you're not supposed to. We'll twist your wrist off the guy right there. I might need to do 2 hands on this one. Alright, so that did things. We cut stuff. You see up top there, those 2 holes? That's the, I want to say that's a cat in the second baffle. Yeah, nobody ever shows that sneak peek way back in there. So, yep, that guy. According to people and things, you should just be able to stick something in there and break the welds. They said wood. I don't have any wood. So, oh, come on. All right. People are yelling about wooden sticks to keep from banging up this outside edge with metal. But this is actually the stake I used to punch the baffles the first time. And you just gotta wallow this guy around until you break the welds of it inside there on that front restrictor plate. So this could take, I don't know, a couple months. Thanksgiving's coming up. Might be done by then. Maybe. Oh, something's happening. What is it? Is it ready? No. More. Oh, good grief. Oh, it's doing something. What's it doing? Oh. Look at that guy. Oh. There's one. 17 hours later. Yep. Jesus Christ. Alright, I'm gonna give you in here and see what's going on. Yeah, alright. So it looks like there's things in there. There's things. And then beyond those things is some stuff. We're probably not going to go any further than we have right now. Yeah, but you can see that the using that 1.5 inches as a guide. I mean, she wandered a little bit because that 1.5 inches sticks out further, so it's going to cut first. So then it's kind of, but I mean, it held it pretty tight. Ain't nothing to shot of some Rust-Oleum can't fix. But yeah, there's number one. I'll go ahead and just do number two and then come back to you after that. That's what happens when you leave your tools out in the rain too much. Yikes. Well, that's done. Anyway, got that guy down there drilled out. I gotta get the extra metal out and work on popping that baffle. Yep. Good to go. Good to go. Come on. Boom. Ta-da. Cool, man. All right. So there's some more. See that? So we lost the rear baffles, but we still have a restrictor plate. Front baffle. There's a cat. There's a cat in there too. All right. Well, that was a lot of work. Let's fire it up. Let's do it. Yep. Go juice. Go juice. Honest opinion, I have had this with the factory exhaust. Here, I'm dirty. Hold on. All right. I've had this with the factory exhaust. I've had this with the baffles punched and drilled, which is where we started today. And now I have removed the rear baffles to make an open chamber back here. Honest opinion, I don't like this. It gives it a hollow, weird hollow tone where the punched and drilled plates, so the baffles were still in there, and I took this guy and punched it through these guys, through the restrictor plates, through the goods, punched it, and then drilled holes. In my opinion, the exhaust not only did not have an echoey sound, but I feel like it was deeper in sound before I did this. With those punched and drilled, that sounded best. This is tolerable. It's not more loud, it's a different loud. It's like running echo tips on the end of a truck exhaust. It gives it that weird blah, 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 blah. Where before, when it was just punched and drilled, all that was contained and you got the deep tones out of it. So, with that being said, if you plan on doing this at all, I would highly recommend punching the baffles out. You stick this in the end there before you do all that nonsense. And you take a sledgehammer and you just whack it through the restrictor plates. Clear up to where it narrows. So I think I measured it out where I was like 7.5 inches out, and that's where I stopped on a 24-inch stake. So before you do this, punch the baffles and drill the holes. If you're too cheap to buy good exhaust, like I am, I will probably keep hacking away at these things until these are straight pipes and I'm forced to buy exhaust. So you have a guy's honest opinion who has been through all the stages, and I have posted videos on this page about my results. So yeah, there it is. With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this guy off and make a beer run and see what else I can mess up today, since it's still raining. Oh, before I forget, I'm gonna show you where that battery tender wire, I ran on the non-exhaust side, and I have that guy right here at the front of my bracket just kind of dangling, and I feel like with my seat, it's a Mustang seat. I absolutely love this deep dish back. When the passenger seat's up here, it gives you that much more backrest, but that's hardwired, so I just gotta unplug it and go. But I have these little flaps. I can just tuck that guy right up in there. You ain't gotta worry about that. I can't see it. So that's pretty awesome. I like that. This guy here. And anyway, that is all I have for my 07 C50T for today. I'm gonna see what other kind of things I can get into. Y'all have a good day.